Hello everybody! Today we're destroying a lot of packaging because this is everything you need to know to get up to speed on the Hot Wheels Honda Civic Type R. Cue intro. No. Okay. Don't mind my knockoff donut media intro. But everything you need to know to get up to speed. But that's what we're doing here. We're showing every release of the Honda Civic Type R, the 2018 one at least, from Hot Wheels. Does it say who designed it? No, they still do that. So I had the white one still on card. It says designer Hot Wheels. I wish it would tell you what designer actually did. I think it's Ryu. I want to say it's Ryu, but it might not be. But there's a read up on that you can do on the Honda Civic Type R. It says, whether you're driving on street or track, the Type R is totally rad. Well, it sounds like Lamley wrote this, man. It's just it's scooped hoods. Wait, a sculpted hood scoop cools the 306 horsepower 2-liter turbocharged engine, while the giant rear wing keeps it glued to the road. I can't read. I'm trying to read through my screen and it's cracked, so don't mind that. I should just had you pause and read it. This car, historically, as a Hot Wheels casting, has had terrible headlight prints. As you can see here, you can see how off that is. I was happy with the ID that they got it right. But yeah, we've looked at this one, and we've looked at how bad the headlights are. Taillights, you can't really see. I mean, they look fine. It's just a hard car to do the headlights on. And that one is the worst. We'll get to that. Ugh, yeah. The red one I've looked at before. But here's the white one. This was the recolor in 2019 when the vehicle was first released. It is a 2018 Honda Civic Type R. Let's take the white one out now. That's been in the package for a while. And the decals are still horrible on the front end. See, it should come all the way to there. But it's like up in the air. Yeah, it's not the best. Honda, at least the Type R fits better. Even though it's way up there. Grills are done right. The fog lights. Taillights look good, and then now with the white one, you can see how much of the taillight they actually did, and they didn't do much of it. The red one just blends in. I like the black trim up there, though. Honda badge, Civic, Type R. License plate is off. The whole rear print is off. You can see the grills are off. Yeah, the basic castings are gonna get me, lack of better terms, triggered. Red interior. The red wheels work for it being a Type R. I think they all have these wheels, except for the. Yeah, they all have those wheels, except for the H-cast, which we'll get to. But yeah, the white one proves my point. Not better than the red. Now we got the black one, which still might be a train wreck. This was the first one of 2020. I do like it in black. Headlight, the front decal looks a lot better here. Maybe because the black part blends in. But the headlights look like they fit better. Type R is still wonky. Honda is still wonky. You can't even see the grills, but you can get the fog lights over on the back. Tail lights do look like they printed better. You can't see that black trim either. Hot Wheels on the plate. Civic Type R. So same details as the first two releases. And now we got a very nice lineup there. This one's got the red trim on the bumpers, which I think is more accurate because the real one has the red trim. It's also got the red wheels. That's really all we need. But they just had to do this. Now, this might have been required from Honda, because this was the first color of 2020. So we figured we'd get another plain color, but then this graphic one came out of nowhere. So I don't know if this is like a tribute to the Type Rs, like the previous Type Rs, or something that Honda required them to do. But, I mean, it has 4 sides of decals. So this is definitely a special one. Oh, the wheels are just black on this one. But this is definitely like special because they got the front detailed, 2 sides detailed, and the roof. So that's a 4 detail print, which is usually against their rules. Like, it's not. And yeah, this is what I meant. Worst print of the Type R ever. That I own, at least. Because look at how much that is off. Look at that, all that space from where my finger is up to the black. That it should be all the way down there. There should be no white there. Totally off. Now I could try to fix it, but it'll look horrible. They didn't do the grills though, which I guess is a sacrifice for these side graphics, which I really don't want. But I think it looks cool. The black and red. Honda Racing Type R. Honda Racing 18. Got a big Honda logo. Honda Racing. Genuine accessories. Honda. I do like the design. I'm not gonna lie. I do like the design. I just don't think we needed it. But then they kind of, what do you want to say? How do I put this? Redeem themselves, I guess. With, oh god. With the Zamak. Because this looks killer as a Zamak. Red windows are questionable, but I can see past them. I can see through them. Huh? Back to wonky front end decals. And this just runs the same details as the first 3, as you can tell. The grills, headlights, same wheels as the first 3. And same taillights and rear end decals as the first 3. Nothing new to report on this, other than the red windows. And it being a Zamak, and yes, I just cracked a Zamak. They're basically super treasure hunts at this point. You know what I said was a super treasure hunt? This. Because it, like, totally mimics the red one. You know, just put some real riders on it, and it's a super. Which is what Twice Diecast did. Which I already explained, but, you know, give them a shout out again. Doesn't hurt. Of course, this is another tool for the Type R. I guess you could say it's premium. I want to see it in the actual premium line, but they actually got the front end decals more so accurate, better than these. And of course, this was a gift from David Beeson and his son. Always gonna bring this one out when I can. And why not? You have to for the complete collection. Well, except it's not complete because they decided to give us a super treasure hunt. I don't have the super. I'll never have the super. But we have the basic in HKS. I'm a sucker for HKS, okay? Anything HKS, I'm all over it. Including this Type R. And I wanted to have it anyway for the complete collection. And it kind of gives some variety with this charcoal gray. And I've seen people remove the decals, and the charcoal gray is like an actual factory color. So it looks really good without the decals. I just don't have an extra. Maybe I will someday. But, you know, they all are like the same color. So it's nice to get an extra one here. Except for the black. I mean, you take the black one out, and they all look similar. But this is your latest release of the Type R. I don't know why the roof feels so oily. Let me just polish on my shirt. If you're expecting me to pull out the super now, then no, I'm not. She's like, oh, wait a minute, what is that? And just take it off the camera and bring it back with the Super. Remember when I did that little trick when I opened the Datsun? Like, I put it down, I said, today we're reviewing the Datsun 620, but it was a Super. I pulled it off screen, and I switched it. And I cracked open the Signal one. You guys thought I was going to do the Super. But here is the 2020 release, or 2021 release. The second one. That was the first 2021. The first 2021 release. This is the second one. And it seems like they did do better with the decals here. This is probably the best decal so far. I mean, a little better than this one. Because it kind of twisted up in the middle here. Yeah, I say, out of all these, this has the best decals in the front. They got them right. I love the HKS livery with the blue, purple, and red. You don't see purple on a lot of cars. HKS Hypermax. Oh, I can't see what else it says. Advanced effect on suspension system. Thought they also do turbos too. Oh, look at it, it's on the side. Guess this is just advertising their suspension. Of course, the blue wheels, they all have the same wheels, which is like these multi-spoke things. But it was interesting to see that this one got 5 spokes. On the HKS livery. No tail lights, but we can fix that. I love it. Best release as in terms of tampos being straight. But there you have it. That is the complete collection of the Honda Civic Type R. So if you are a big fan of this casting, here you go. That's all of them. So if you see one that you're missing, better go track it down. Well, I guess most of us are probably missing the Super. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to find that one too because HKS. But that's fine. That is the collection, guys. So we got 2 for 2019, 3 for 2020, and 2 for 2021. So I'm excited to see where this casting goes next year. Hopefully it will hit the Ultra Premium. No, that's RLC. Just the regular Premium. And yeah, let's see where it goes from there. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.